All right, guys. So what I like to do here in the closed guard a lot of times to give me a nice control here is I'll make my grips. I'll roll this grip and I'll work my 2-on-1 starting at the sleeve. With a forceful hip escape, I break his grip and I start to bring it across right away, making sure his wrist comes under my wrist, keep it on the outside, okay? He's gonna wanna bring that back, and from here I don't have tons of resistance, but once I make this grip in the tricep towards the armpit, I feel pretty good. And I'm gonna start to balance it out by hip escaping back again, okay? And keeping this arm straight as I keep this elbow locked in tight. Now, as I start to line up my hips with this knee here, he feels a little exposed on my ability to take his back. So naturally, he's gonna wanna follow me and flatten me back out again. When he does, I'm gonna go to a flower sweep by stomping my foot on the floor and knocking under his armpit, making him fall to the side that he has no post. Now finishing this sweep, I'm gonna make sure he doesn't get too far away from me and scramble. So I'm gonna start to hug him right about here with my calf. And as I come up, I'll try not to let go with my hands and roll onto my forehead, and only getting to the mount will I let go and finish in the nice top position. Okay, so just a very low risk setup here to this sweep, okay? Started making him worry and even make him do it maybe a couple of times as he starts to straighten up with me. I hip out again, make him feel like there's nothing to worry about, and then a couple times in, I'll start to work this sweep, right? It's very important that my left leg, when I'm doing this sweep, come back again, is gonna come really high into his armpit, so it's going in like a diagonal direction, okay? So I'm not just hitting straight across, I'm gonna hit up high into his armpit, coming across in a diagonal direction to knock him over. Okay, sometimes your opponent might not react always the same way. He might try to posture up instead of flattening out. So when he's really trying to break this grip, what I like to do, this happens really quick, but when he starts to posture really fast, I open his elbow a little bit and punch this hand through. As soon as that happens, this leg comes through, I let go, post on the head, and clear my leg into the omoplata, okay? So this can be a nice setup to play with the two options that we have here, okay? We hip escape, he starts to follow me. I have the option for this sweep, okay, which is my option number one. As I hip escape here, he might follow me, but he has a strong posture and he starts to really pull his arm out. I'm right to the omoplata here, right away. Okay, so I just want to make his hand go into that hole as he postures. I just do a little lift, little opening, and force that hand in. Now that big gap right here, I want to fill it with my leg. Once my leg comes in here, I know I can let go with my hand and his arm's not going anywhere. Now I just got to focus on keeping him away to make sure I can clear my foot and I can enter the omoplata, coming up to my elbow, pulling my leg out, and eventually getting into a great position on top here for my finish. Okay, once we get that cross grip and we're kind of fighting him from here, maybe he's looking to make his grips originally, so I just double up on that wrist and really never let him get the grip that he wants. So sometimes I never even have to break the grip, I just cross and keep it across. So you see this one stays straight and this one keeps him close, right? Keep him away, keep him close. And right away start to line up my hips with his knee, okay? Now, one other option that your opponent might do here is he might try to pass on this side. Okay, considering he has his right arm free, he might start to push that knee down and start to pass here. If he does, you're thinking about doing like more of an arm drag type of move. Okay, with the same grips, I'm gonna start to slide this across. But at the same time, this leg's gonna wind up, so I lift and drag, okay? I haven't let go of the grips the whole time, so as he starts to pass, I drag it, but I also have to be coming up at the same time. As soon as I get to the top here, I'm gonna let go of that armpit grip and switch to the to the lapel under his tricep. And as I fall back, I can pull him back, do a little hip escape to make sure he lands right in between my guard. And look, I still have that original grip on the sleeve until this moment where I can trade off for the neck attack. And one other option that we want to explore here is when my partner starts to stand, okay? So we might have a really good grip here, but my partner stands up strong, whether it was before or after, or however you would get there. Maybe the guard came open already and he's starting to stand. Now, once he's standing, he can give a lot more resistance to break this grip, right? He can go really high and pull, okay? So before he gets too high up, I want to keep that grip, hip escape a little bit just to make sure I can put this low shin to shin hook on the low part of his ankle here, okay? I'll try to keep that foot on his hip, and as I pull his weight forward into his toes, once his weight comes into his toes, I'm gonna kick out that grip, that hook, and hip escape right away, okay? And only now again do I let go of that armpit, trading it for either a collar grip or underarm grip, as you like, taking the back or finishing directly to a collar choke here. Okay, one more time, this one. So my partner starts to stand up immediately. I have 1, 2, I start to get away. I put that hook inside. As he's trying to pull up, I'm pulling him forward and going directly to my back attack, okay? So it's a little way we can play with our partner's balance and keep him always worried about that one grip. But I like this one because it's so simple to have that 2-on-1 grip, and it's so dynamic. You can use it in so many different ways, whether it's going to Omoplata for a sweep or different ways to take the back and play with your partner's balance. So I hope you guys like it. Check it out. Hey, this is Clark. If you liked the video you just watched, I'd like to invite you to check out clarkgracieconnected.com, where you'll find amazing world-class instructional content and new material added every week. I've helped thousands of people take their game to the next level, and I can help you too. Thanks for watching.